Hey everyone, welcome to Introduction to Gentle Exercise, brought to you by the Davis Method. I'm Coach Ryan and I'll be leading you through today's exercises. Today we're going to do essentially what is a warm-up of my gentle exercise classes. So let's get right to it. I'm going to have you seated, okay, so make sure that you're on a kitchen chair, a bench if you have one, a piano bench would be great, something very sturdy for you. You don't really want to be on a couch. It's fine, but it's not ideal because you'll probably sink a little bit. So we want to make sure that you're on something nice and firm. Okay? Make sure that you're in clothes that you can move around in. You don't want to be in like a really heavy sweater because we're going to do some stuff with our arms. And make sure that your pants allow for some general mobility. We don't need to get too crazy. You'll see by the end of the video. You can always watch the video and then do it again afterwards when you're prepared with all the right equipment. So you just need yourself, a positive attitude, and something to sit on. All right? So let's dive right in. I always start with some deep breaths, so let's breathe in. And breathe out, let your head drop down. Breathe in. As we breathe out, our head comes down. As we breathe in, head comes up. Breathe out and down. And in and up. And then just let it out. So as you probably noticed, just my neck is moving on these. So making sure that my core is nice and tight, my core being the muscles inside my stomach. Okay? Even if you can't see them, I promise you they're there. They're going to help keep your spine nice and straight. So we want to work on posture throughout this entire process. So we're going to keep that core nice and straight, sit up really tall, and now we're going to move our head ear to shoulder, and then up, and then down to the other side, and up. You can keep your hands wherever is comfortable. I find them just naturally resting on my thighs, but I know that a lot of people will put them in their chair, back up, or back up if you need a little more stability, or if you're comfortable, you can just interlace your fingers, and then back up. Awesome. Okay, let's rotate our neck now. Let's turn towards the side, and then back to the middle, and to the other side, and back to the middle. Now you'll notice that through these three exercises, the breathing with head bobs, ear to shoulder, and the rotations of the neck, I'm not moving anything below my neck. My shoulders are nice and stable, relaxed but stable. Everything else is nice and stable. My feet are planted firmly on the floor, okay, and my hands are doing whatever feels comfortable. All right? Now let's get our arms down by our sides, okay? Try to have it so that your palms are together, almost like you're giving yourself a high five down by your side. And then we're going to keep them like that. We're going to raise our shoulders up and down. So using those muscles in your shoulders, your hands are going out to the side and down, nice and easy, out and down, out and down. Great. Okay, now turn your hands so that your palms are facing behind you, and we're going to go out to the front and down. Good. Out to the front and down. Keep those cores nice and tight. Elongate your spine. Sit up as tall as you can. And down. It might be really hard. That's okay. You can always pause the video, take a second, and keep going. And down. Awesome. On this next one, you're going to bring your elbows up. You're going to extend, bend, and down. Up, extend, bend, and down. One more time. Up, extend, bend, and back down. Good. Okay. You can always just kind of shake things off a little bit, move your hands around. We're going to bring our hands out straight in front of us, and we're going to say no, and then straight, and then whatever this means, and then back out, and up, and straight, and down, straight, and up, straight, and down. One more time, straight, and up, straight, and down, and then relax. Great. Okay. Now let's get our hands on our hips. We're going to slowly come forward and back. Keeping our back nice and straight, so we're not rounding the back, rolling forward. We're keeping the back straight. Ideally, our eyes are going to be on the screen right in front of us the whole time. You don't have to go very far. And then come back up to center. Then let's rotate around just a couple times. So do it once, twice, 3 times for good measure. Good. And then go the other way. Rotate it around, around, and once more. Fabulous. Okay. So now we've warmed up everything above our hips. We want to make sure that we keep stable points, because before we had our feet on the ground, right? So we were able to not move around too much because we had our feet and our hips right up against the chair. So we're going to now put our hands on the chair or the bench, and you're going to lift your foot up and place it back down. Just 2 more times. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Other side. Lift it up and down. Nice job. Up and down. Once more. Up and down. Notice that I'm not putting my foot down really hard, right? I'm lifting it up with control, but I'm also lowering with control. That's really important, okay? Making sure that we keep that core and low back nice and stable so we're not slouching as we pick our feet up. That's really important as well. All right. Now, feet shoulder width apart, hands on your thighs if it's comfortable. If not, you can have them down on the bench. And lift up and put them back down. So we're lifting our heels up off the ground and then going back down, up and down. One more time, up and down. Now take your feet out about 2 inches, and we're going to lift our toes off the ground and up, off the ground and up. 2 more times, off the ground and then down, off the ground. Fabulous job. Okay, last thing we do, let's pick our foot up. You can hold your leg if you like. Just do 1, 2, 3 ankle circles. Other way, 1, 2, 3 ankle circles. Beautiful. Pick the other leg up. Hold it if you need it. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and put it back down. Awesome. Now let's take a couple deep breaths. Breathe in. You can let your head drop down if you like, or you can just stay up nice and tall. One more. Warm-up is really good to do before working with any kind of weights. Today I'll be using 5-pound dumbbells. You're welcome to grab a couple cans of soda, some water bottles, some 1-pound dumbbells, 2-pound dumbbells, 15-pound dumbbells, whatever feels good for you today. Let's rock and roll. So, I'm going to have you sitting on the edge of your seat as long as that's comfortable for you. You're going to take your dumbbells, you're going to let them hang down right by your side. Sitting up nice and tall, keep your core engaged so that your back is nice and straight. Relax your shoulders down, and we're going to simply raise our shoulders up and down. That's 1, up, and 2, up, and 3, up, and 4, up, and 5, up, and 6, up, and 7, up, and 8, up, and 9, up, and 10. Nice job. Okay. Everything that we do today, we're going to do in sets of 10. If at any point you need to relax, you can kind of just rest your hands and your weights on your lap. I find that to be a really good recovery spot. So if we're doing a set of 10 and you only make it to 4 or 5 or however many, it's totally fine to just sit there and wait for me to finish and then for us to move on to the next step together. Okay? So for this next one, you're going to have your hands down by your sides again. Shoulders relaxed, as always. Back is straight, core is tight. And we're going to bring our arms out to the side. We're going to pause, and then we're going to come down 1. Out, pause, and 2. Out, pause, and 3. Keeping that back nice and straight. Out, pause, and 4. Out, pause, and 5. Notice I'm going about 45 degrees out. Out, pause, and 6. Out, pause, and 7. Out, pause, and 8, out, pause, and 9. Last one, out, pause, and 10. Good. Take your hands up. Give yourself a little rest. Nice job. Okay. Again, arms are going to be down by our sides. And this one, we're going to keep our arms nice and straight. We're going to keep our chest proud. And we're going to slowly dip to one side and then come back up. 1. Dip to the other side and back up. 2. You should feel a nice stretch in between your hip and your lower rib cage as you go down and up, down, and 5, down, and 6, down, and 7, down, and 8, down, and 9, down, and 10. Nice work. Hands back up in the lap. You can always take a deep breath here, just kind of reset yourself. Again, arms are going to be down by our sides. This time we're going to turn our palms out so that the weights are in one aligned with each other, and we're going to go left arm curl, down 1. Right arm curl, down 2. Left, 3. Right, 4. Left, 5. Right, 6. Left, 7. Right, 8. Left, 9. Right, 10, and back into the lap. Awesome job. Okay. Next we're going to do our wrist curls. So we're going to do a forward wrist curl and then a backward wrist curl. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your forearm right on your thigh. And so naturally you see that I lean forward. Now I'm not curling my back. I'm keeping my pelvis rotated, my sit bones flat on the seat below me. My wrists are right angled with my knee. Okay? So I line those up, and then I allow my wrists to kind of just cascade over my knees. You can even let your fingers open up a little bit if you have that control. And then we're going to curl up. 1. Up. 2. Now as we do this, notice that my wrists aren't coming off, my forearms aren't off of my thighs. I'm just curling my wrists. So I'm working those forearm muscles. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's go right into it. Flip your hands over, and we're going to curl backwards, keeping the back nice and straight, shoulders relaxed down. Up. 1. Up. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. Up. 6. You got it. Up. 7, up, 8, up, 9, one more, up, and 10. Hands back into the lap. Nice deep breath here. 2 more exercises for us, all right? If you have any shoulder issues, for the next 2 exercises, we are going to be using a little bit more shoulder and above the head range of motion. So you can always just leave the weights by your side. You can leave them in your lap. You can use just one weight. You can go down some weight. Just make sure that you're listening to your body. If there's any sharp pains going on, stop. And you can always send us a message and we can talk about how you might be able to alleviate some of that pain. So lift your hands up. You're going to have your weights right in front of your face. And we're going to go straight out with our left and 1. Out with our right and 2. Core is tight. And 3. Out and 4, out and 5, out and 6. I get a little bit of a turn, and 7. As my hand gets to the end, it's just a natural movement for my arm. If I were to go straight out, my shoulder kind of feels weird. So let's just rotate your wrist as you get to the end of it, and 1 more on the left, and 1 more on the right, and down. Nice job. Okay, so like I said, if anywhere in your shoulders gets any sharp pain for those, just stop. You can always try it just without weight. Maybe you're just not used to it yet. You can also just, like I said, stop and send us a message and we can see what we can do to help you out. The last one you're going to do is you're going to have your arms out by your sides, okay? Try to keep them at 90 degrees. Again, you're going to feel that pelvic tilt, sit bones on the ground, and we're going to go up. 1, up, 2, up, 3. Notice I'm coming down to 90 degrees. 4, up, and 5, up, and 6, up, and 7, up, 8, up, 9, up, 10, and then down. Awesome job. That's it for the weights today. Let's put them by our side. A couple deep breaths. One more. Alright, so let's all stand up, head to the side of your chair, and place one hand on the back of the chair just for balance. Okay? As we breathe in, raise your knee up and breathe out as it goes down. In and down is 2. Breathe in and out. 3. Nice deep breath in and out. 4. You can do this at your own pace. 5. Just like in our last video with the dumbbells, we're going to do sets of 10. That's 6. 7. 8. 9. My core is nice and tight. As always, we talk about that, keeping the back nice and straight. And 10. Very good job. Okay. Also notice that when I was bringing my leg up, my weight is directly over the foot that is stable on the ground. That way I'm not shifting from one side to the other. I'm just staying directly over that one side. A little bit of weight on the hand, but not too much. And I just lift it up nice and easy. Next thing is a small step forward. So just take the same foot, step it to about the same distance as your chair leg, and then come back. Step forward, and back is 2. Now I'm not leaning forward as I step forward. I'm just keeping my trunk nice and tall. Step forward, and back is 3. Little weight shift into the front foot, and then back. So my back foot comes up into the heel just slightly, and 5, forward, and 6, forward, and 7. My back hand is aware of where the chair is the whole time. 8, forward, and 9, just in case you need to grab onto it, and 10. Awesome. Okay. This is a really tricky balance, so if you really need to, you can kind of grip the chair. If this is your second or third time doing the video, you can always relax your grip a little bit. We're going to lift our legs slightly so that our foot is off of the ground, and you're going to go out to the side, and 1. Go only out as far as is comfortable, and 2, out, and 3. Keep that core, that powerhouse, that center of body nice and tight. That way everything comes back to that, and that's where you're going to keep a really good balance. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. If you fall over a little bit, as long as you have your hand on there, you're not going to go anywhere, alright? So everyone's going to stay safe. You're going to keep that hand on the chair, making sure that no one actually tumbles. The next thing you're going to do, you're going to stay facing straight. I'm just going to turn a little bit so that you can see. I'm going to take my leg, and I'm going to bend it back and up. My knee stays straight down, and then I replace my foot. Back, and 2. Back, and 3. Notice that my shoulders aren't forward. I'm nice and tall. Back, and 5. Back, and 6. There's a straight line, shoulder all the way to ankle. Back, and 7. Back, and 8. Back, and 9. Back, and 10. Fabulous. Okay, I'm going to adjust back to here. Now we're all going to go onto the other side of the chair. So if you need to, just kind of use the back of the chair to walk over to the other side. Again, we're still holding onto the chair. We're going to do those same exercises on this side. Outside leg is what's working. Okay? So hand is gently on the back of the chair. Breathe out, bring the knee up. Breathe in. And up. Sorry about that. So breathe in. Tighten the core. Out. In. Out. There it is. Nice job. And 4. and 5, leg up, and 6, up, and 7, up, 8, up, and 9, up, and 10. Nice job. Forward step. Remember, we're stepping just about the same distance as the chair. Forward and 1. Forward and 2. Always being aware of where the chair back is. And 3. Rocking just slightly onto the heel, onto the toes. Heel comes up and the back foot. And your trunk stays up nice and tall. 6. Forward and 7. Forward and 8. Forward and 9. Forward and 10. Good work. Okay, out to the side, holding on to the chair. Everything's up nice and tall, and we're going to go out and 1. Out and 2. Out and 3. Out and 4. Out and 5. Notice I'm not leaning away, and 6, or leaning in, and 6. Everything's nice and straight line from my ankle all the way up to my shoulder. Out and 7. Out and 8. Out 9. Out 10. Fabulous work. Okay, same thing on the other side. You're going to stay facing straight. I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see. Again, my leg is going to come up and back, and I'm holding onto the chair. So we're going to go back, 1, back, 2, nice straight knee, back, 3, it's pointed down, I'm not coming up. That's a different exercise. We're going back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10. Awesome work. Okay, now I'm going to have all of you go to the back of your chair. I'm going to turn mine so that you can see me. And what we're doing here is we're going to go up onto our toes, okay? So both hands on the chair in front of us. We're going to go about shoulder width apart here. Ready? And keeping everything nice and straight. So we're going to straighten up, get really tall, holding onto the chair. We're going to go up and 1. Up and 2. Up and 3, up and 4, up and 5, up and 6, up and 7, up 8, up 9, up 10. Good work. And then I'm going to have all of you have a seat. Take 2 nice deep breaths, breathe in and out, in and out, and enjoy the rest of your day. You did the hard work, you earned it. Thanks for coming, and look forward to our next video.